SCP-001 Jim Norris Proposal, aka a simple Toymaker, aka Dr. Wondertainment. Object Class: Safe, Euclid, Keter, Thaumiel, Apollyon, and Neutralized. Special Containment Procedures. Due to its relatively benign nature, SCP-001 has been classified as safe, and no attempts to locate and/or directly contain it are to be made at this time. Containment efforts are focused on the products that it generates, which are to be assigned individual designations and special containment procedures. Description: SCP-001 is a male human known as Dr. Wondertainment. It is a Class 1 reality bent. They are capable of imbuing otherwise mundane creations with anomalous properties, focusing its abilities on the creation of toys, board games, candy, and various other objects marked at children. It distributes these items via anomalous means to an unknown location. Product examples include paper that takes on the properties of whatever shape it's folded into, a playset capable of creating inanimate shadows, and lollipops that allow people to switch voices. Addendum 001/1 History. Due to the elusive nature of the entity, very little is currently known about SCP-001's past. That said, it is known that he was born and raised in a small village. The son of a seamstress and a chartered accountant, seemingly said to lead a life of quiet and desperation in a gray and boring world. He found joy solely in the stories that his father would tell him before bed each night. Stories of a marvelous toy maker who made wonders that the world had never seen before nor since. A toy maker who, according to SCP-001's father, was a distant relative of theirs, and whose blood ran through the young SCP-001's veins. After he grew up, SCP-001 sought the truth of the stories, intent on reclaiming his birthright. He followed any lead he could find, seeking out even the vaguest of rumors of dolls that come to life, jumping jacks that really jump, cuckoo clocks that sing and dance without even a cog or spring within. Then, for the longest time, it seemed as if his journey was in vain, and that the old Toymaker's secrets were buried for good. But to his surprise and delight, he had long last found a place that made dolls that ran and jacks that jumped, and so many other magical things. He found the factory. The factory was a trap. It stole SCP-001 and put the young man to work within its gray walls of concrete and steel. It forced him to take part in its mockery of creativity until he almost broke. But instead, he escaped with stolen documents and led him to a cottage deep in the woods, the source of the magic that the factory had taken and twisted it into its own ends. He entered the cottage, and there he found the workshop of his ancient ancestor. With a small, satisfied smile, he read through the journals and notes and designs. With a soft twinkle in his eye, he took up with the tools of his trade, and finally, with a deep sigh of pure commitment, he... No. Yes, it's a nice story. It's all well and good. All very heartfelt, very intimate. But this is supposed to be an SCP-001 entry, is it not? We need something better than just a nice story. Don't you think? Good. I'm glad you agree. Let's try again. And this time, let's go for something a little more bigger. Special containment procedures. Due to its unpredictable nature, SCP-001 has been classified as a Euclid and is to be detained after its location has been ascertained. Until such time, containment efforts are to focus on the products that it generates, which are to be assigned individual designations and special containment procedures. Description: SCP-001 is a male human known as Dr. Reginald Filbert Archibald Westinghouse Wondertainment III. It is a Class 2 reality bender capable of crafting a variety of novel items, focusing its abilities on the creation of toys, board games, candy, soft drinks, video games, and various other products, typically marketed at children and teenagers. It distributes these items via anomalous means from an unknown and very mysterious location. It is most famously responsible for the creation of the Little Misters line of collectible living action figures that have been inspired by many imitators but no substitutes. Examples include Mr. Fish, Mr. Laugh, Mr. Soap, and Miss Sweetie. Addendum 001-1 History. Due to the magically elusive nature of the entity, very little is currently known about SCP-001's past. That said, it is known that he comes from a long line of Wondertainments. All of them are unparalleled Toymakers in their own rights. It is also known that he is an immortal being that has been around since the time of the dinosaurs, creating magical toys for all the good little dinosaur children. It is also known that he doesn't actually exist at all, and is merely a manifestation of fun and delight that sprang fully formed from the imagination of every child around the world. Whatever his origin, he is a really grand old chap, capable of creating wonder with a wave of his hand. Entertainment with a snap of his fingers, and whimsy with a wink of his eye. Though there have been no verified sightings of SCP-001, and the details tend to vary, he is typically described as being a tall man wearing a purple suit and top hat, carrying a walking stick, and sporting a long W-shaped mustache. Adjectives used range from dashing to amazing to quite handsome for his age. Mention has also made of an unusual set of scars encircling both his wrists, almost as if at some point, but his hands have been removed and sewn back on it again. The truth of this matter, which I go all about this mysterious entity, is no, and no again. As devilishly suave and debonair as his Mac Brig may be, his story is still missing something. It needs to be bigger, not just in style, but in scope as well. Perhaps the introduction of a supporting cast is in order. Special containment procedures. Due to the excessive amount of product that it outputs on an annual basis, SCP-001 has been classified as a keter and is to be shut down as soon as a practical method of doing so has been developed. Until such time, containment efforts are to focus on the products that they generate, which are to be assigned individual designations and special containment procedures. Disinformation campaigns, board recalls, and elimination of advertising materials are to be directed at SCP-001 in order to ensure the public has either a negative or negligible awareness of it or its product's existence. Description: SCP-001 is a corporate entity operating under the trademark logo Dr. Wondertainment. The collective abilities of its constituent employees are equivalent of that of a Class 3 reality bender. They are capable of crafting a variety of anomalous and very affordable items, focusing their abilities on the creation of toys, board games, candy, soft drinks, video games, collectible training cards, puzzles, musical instruments, and various other products typically marketed at children, teenagers, and young adults. They distribute these items via enormously extreme means from a mysterious location known as Wonder World. Factory tours run Tuesday through Friday, every hour starting at 11 a.m. Some of more prominent products have come from the geniuses in their R&D department, include Dr. Wondertainment's Dragon Snails, Dr. Wondertainment's Super Science, Little Chemist Kid, Dr. Wondertainment's SCP Foundation Containment Site Play Set, and the Bunted Vendor Friend System. Buy them all today. Due to the economically elusive nature of the business, very little is currently known about SCP-001's location, leadership, or corporate policies. Not even those who currently work for them or have worked for them in the past seem to have any clear knowledge or memories regarding SCP-001's general status, is save for the fact they have all the fun all the time. The main headquarters are described as administrative offices, an enormous toy manufacturing plant, a theme park where the rides never stop, the best darn place you could ever hope to work, or some combination thereof. So don't delay. Put your application today. We're hiring for all positions, particularly for the most important job in the entire company. Dr. Wondertainment's legal department. Just log on to our website at right. So I don't think we've been getting a little off track here. Crass commercialism is certainly an easy way to get a bug. But turning your SCP-001 collection into one giant advertisement wasn't my intention when I hacked in with my Dr. Wondertainment is digitally delightful hacking. Sorry, won't happen again. No. You see, What I'm trying to do here is create art, and not that ridiculous. Is anyone else feeling a bit chilly yet? Kind of art. I'm talking about running you with an SCP reserved one entry for the ages. Just something with a little more pop, a little more zing, something that will appeal to the 17 to 38 demographic. Oh, I know. How about we change things up a bit? Special containment procedures. Due to her irresponsible and early out of control nature, SCP-001 is both uncontained and potentially uncontainable. All Foundation personnel are advised to either join in on the madcap adventure or stay the galaxy heck out of her way. Description: SCP-001 is a female humanoid known as Dr. Isabel Helga Anastasia Parvati the Wondertainment the Fifth. She's a totally head bad but class 4 reality bender. They're capable of just about anything your wildest imagination can come up with, focusing her abilities on the creation of a bunch of things stuff made for children of all ages. She just uses these items via super duper ultra anomalous means from wherever she happens to be at the time. She is responsible for a lot of sillier SCP objects throughout the universe. Stuff like this and that and maybe this one too. Sure, why not? But not that pretendo thing, because video games rot your brains, kids. Addendum 001/1 History. Due to the wild and wacky nature of the entity, very little is currently known about SCP-001's past. She is theoretically the daughter of the original Dr. Wondertainment, but the exact method of Dr. Wondertainment reproduction is this whole weird area. So who really knows? She inherited the family business when her dad, who might not be her dad, died under mysterious circumstances involving a mass murder. The leader of a shadowy international extra-governmental preliminary organization, at least one deity, and 4 bent paper clips, all of whom may or may not been the same person. She runs said business with the help of her loyal sidekick Emma Estrath, or however you spell her name Brown, and her even more loyal corgis Jeremy, and Jeremy. The potential lazy SCP-001's favorite activities include eating ice cream, sending Jeremy out to fetch things she doesn't really need, holding her breath to see how long it takes her to pass out, and oh, for Pete's sake. Okay, so it is definitely a fun, silly ride with silly jokes and a couple of empowering female protagonists, and that's great. I love it. But again, this is for the SCP-001 bracket. It needs to be grand and majestic and powerful. It needs to be something true. Well, there we have it. Don't we? You want to know? You want to know everything there is to know about Dr. Wondertainment? About what I really am? You want the truth? Well, here it is, boys and girls. Here comes the truth. Special containment procedures. Due to its inherently chaotic nature and virtually unlimited power potential, there is no method of effectively containing SCP-001. Description: SCP-001 is a data-level entity commonly referred as Dr. Wondertainment. It is a Class 5 reality bender. They're capable of altering or outright breaking every fundamental principle upon which the cosmos is based, focusing its abilities on the creation of a virtually infinite variety of anomalous items. It uses these items with a mere snap of its fingers from anywhere in the universe it happens to be at the time, which can literally be anywhere. Do you think that the little trinkets has my name on them to the full extent of my creations? Did you truly think me as such a small petty creature? I am no mere toysmith, Foundation, no mere trickster. I am a god, the god of chaos, the harbinger of madness, the progenitor of insanity, and the bane of all who tried to shackle the universe in their cloying chains of order. I have tugged at the edges of that ordered and unraveled it, creating and unleashing the various anomalies you seek to contain, all to show you how wonderful and amazing and frightening and deadly the universe can be. You want examples of my creation? Look upon the collected list of anomalies. Foundation. Look upon those of the unusual incidents in the unit. The Office for the Reclamation of Artifacts, the Global Cult Coalition, and so many others. I made them all. From the harmless safe to the nightmares it's Keter, and they are mine. Are we cool yet? The Circus of Disappointing, Marshall, Carter, and Dark, the Church of the Broken God, Anderson Robotics, the Fifth Church, and so many more. My intuition, mine. I founded all of them. I created all of their artifacts, their leaders, their gods. Us, we fight against the likes of Lauren Ion and McCain and the Scarlet-Blooded King. You are really fighting against me. I am all of them. I am everything you fear and don't understand. I am the god of pure chaos, and you will be driven before my power. You will crumble and decay into nothingness. You will bow before me, you wretched, pathetic. Hold on, sorry. I'm getting a call on the other line. No, yeah, I have to take this. Won't be but a moment. Special containment procedures. NA. Description. Yes. Hello, I'm back again. Sorry about that. You know how it is. So, I am quite certain you have guessed, I have not, in fact, been 100% truthful this whole time. Not even when I said I was going to be. I'm sorry about that too. Though I have to say that, given the very nature of our relationship over the years, I hardly expect a single Foundation employee that has believed a word of it anyway. What reason have I given any of you to believe anything I have to say? After all, none, I suppose. So the question then is why I even bother doing this, since I don't even expect you to believe me. Why try? Because I like you, SCP Foundation. I also hate you. I am friend to you, and I wish you would stop me meddling in my affairs. And I'm glad you take the time to take care about my customer's safety the way you do. You see, it's complicated, but after all the time you've been in front of me, I feel you deserve at least a little something that lets you put a few pieces of the Dr. Wondertainment puzzle together. Not the whole truth, perhaps, but still something real. You see, I'm all the things that I have said. I'm also none of them. And perhaps most truthful of all, I have no idea what I am anymore. It feels like it's important, doesn't it? To mold everything around you into easily understandable shapes. It's what you lot try to do all the time. Of course, both the Foundation, specifically the human race in general, and I know why you do. But believe me, a lack of understanding is a very dangerous thing. Entire civilizations have been swallowed up by their own ignorance, and so you keep drawing patterns across the universe to keep the holy madness of your surroundings at bay. And there is a part of me that wishes I could just do the same for myself. That wishes I could win everything about myself down into a single thread. It would not only make things easier for you, it would undoubtedly save me a great deal of stress as well. Let me tell you how different things would be if I just knew for an absolute certain that I am a magician as with making toys, or an more businessman seeking the bottom line, or a Harris with cartoonist superpowers, or a god of thunder and chaos, or just a simple tinker applying his trade in an attempt to bring a little magic back into the world. But it's only one part of me that wants to serve it too. There is another part. You see, a part that wants to show you that understanding a thing isn't supposed to be about containing the parts, but that you don't get. That one wants you to make you realize that understanding a thing on its own terms and not strictly yours can lead you to a world of beauty, delight, and wonder. It's a small but important voice in my head that speaks to me with a childlike sense of awe and curiosity. But when it looks out at everything I've done and everything that I am, it smiles, laughs, and laughs brightly, and asks, "But what are you going to do to be next?" I invite you to come along with me, SCP Foundation. Let's find out together.